How about that?
You pressed the wrong one.
Yeah, but it's a laugh. Apologies you didn't get 30-second. If
It
you'd like
was
a little intro and you'd like to go and put the kettle on, we'll come right back.
it's straight into it.
There's nothing like hanging about, is there? Stop that
No,
30
we
seconds.
don't mess. We don't want to mess around. We want to get straight into it.
So I'll
Evening,
get to
all you
it.
blues.
How are you, everyone? We've been looking forward to this. We've been planning this for the last month, haven't we, mate? We've been talking about it. When are we going to do a stream? When are we going
Yeah,
to do a stream? And we
when
said,
we
when
sign
we
someone,
sign someone.
when we sign
So,
anyone.
you're all buzzing. I'm sure you're all buzzing because I tell you what, somebody said, I don't know who it was, they said today it was kind of like the last time we had a flair player like Jack Grealish was Duncan McKenzie. Now, boy oh boy, that's going back a little while, isn't it? Um, we had a marquee signing, didn't we, when we had COVID?
Yeah,
But we never saw him, did we, mate?
no,
Only on
Hammers.
the telly. Only on the telly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think, like I said to you, just off the camera, then Rob. I think we can get excited as Evertonians because he is a massive signing for us. Um, I'm just a bit dubious if the loan goes well, right? I'm a bit dubious about the 50 mil because you've got no sell on value, and we've been down that road too many times. Do you know what I mean? But if the loan goes well and he plays out of his socks, let's get it shelled out and get. He's probably got 4 years in, and he? You know what I mean?
Hi, Emma, by the way. Lovely to see you.
Nice to see you, Emma.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping, I genuinely was hoping because uh, he watched him at Villa and everything went through him. He went to Man City. That wasn't his fault, was it? That they were
No,
prepared
no,
passes to 100 million.
no. I
Fucking
mean, at the
agents.
end of the day, yeah. At the end of the day, it's like a player's not responsible for the amount of money that a club's prepared to pay for them. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think Guardiola ruins him. I mean, people go on about the fact that he's the best manager in the world, and this, that, and the other. But personally, myself, I think Pep Guardiola ruined him as a footballer at City. I think if he comes into Everton, I think it's imperative that Moyes plays him either behind the striker or as a number 10.
What
But
striker, mate? Come on. While we're on the subject, who
well, Tierno he's probably going to be first choice, isn't he?
is he?
But I think so. But then we've been linked with this kid from Roma today, haven't we? This Dobvik or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Now,
the Ukrainian.
yeah, I know he scored I think 11 goals in 36 games last season for Roma. But the season before, he was at Girona and scored 24 goals in, I think, 34 games. Or it might be the other way around. Scored 24 goals in 36 games for Girona and might have been 11 goals in 34 games for Roma.
I mean, can I just say, the numbers are going up, mate. We've got 42,000 watching all around the globe and whatever. And you're getting the statistics here from someone who you've probably never heard of. Yellow Blue, Ukrainian Narod. See, I mean, we speak Ukrainian on here as well. So, I mean, mate, I'm going to send him a message in Ukrainian and I'm going to tell him to get his ass over to Finch Farm.
Well, we're multilingual. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
multi-language. Yeah, we're two our fellas who sit there. We've got 125 years on the planet between us, and we just sit there with Everton kits on a Wednesday night, don't we? Just to entertain you.
Listen, don't you worry about below this screen here. I've got shorts, socks, and footy boots on. I'm ready to go, me mate.
Well, I'm not saying what I've got on down below.
I've already seen the Suzzies.
Yeah, well, we're on the subject, mate. And we're gonna dip in and dip out and talk about things and whatever. You get the comments up there as well, because even with
Yeah,
glasses on,
I can't really see them from my end here. I mean, it's a bit daft, this layout, to be honest.
yeah,
But
the 2 hour gets come on and we start slagging it off.
yeah,
But
see,
if we want to see the comments, don't we? Just because we want to include all those lovely people from the UK and also far distant shores who are sending the messages in. And we will have a phone in at some point in the coming weeks because Wes and I we're going to be doing the pre-match mate out we for
yeah, we
the
are.
game.
Yeah, we're fully back. How many mates fully invested back again?
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
back to the Blues though, Rob. Right? I mean, let's make no bones about it. That squad that we've got, yeah, we brought in some good players, but it's still painfully thin. And we need more than ever now that Branthwaite's injured again at the beginning of the season. I don't know what he's doing in training for to turn around and get injured or what. But
I didn't know
for it,
about that. Literally until literally 10 minutes ago, Peter Duggan, nice one, Pete. Peter
yeah,
had sent in that he's out for the season. So like I'm on a high, and then all of a sudden you go, oh,
yeah, he's out. Well, someone said he's out for a month, but ultimately, it's regardless of how long it takes. We need him to get back fully fit. It's no good him coming back half fit with hamstring issues. But that squad's still painfully thin, Rob, and
yeah.
it's imperative now we get a right back in, unless Seamus is injured or fit, where he can play on the next few games. Patterson's obviously he's injured, possible hernia. Um, but I don't really want to see Jake O'Brien playing the right back, even though he's been fantastic there. If if Branthwaite's out, I want him at centre half, and I don't want Michael Keane anywhere near there. Do you know what I mean? And I know he's
Well,
being kept on.
what you want and what you're going to get, mate, are two different things there. Because if Brantwaite's out, Keno's going to be playing.
Yeah, I get that,
Yeah.
right? And that's the reason why he's being kept on as a player. Otherwise, he'd have been let go, wouldn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've got no faith in him at centre half whatsoever. And we need to get off. We need to get off to a good start in the league this season. Certainly against Leeds.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with you. It's I think I'm thinking. I think we'll have a right winger, and I'm thinking we'll have a right back by Monday. You heard it here. You
Yeah,
heard it.
is that what you reckon?
That's what I reckon. Yeah, I think behind the scenes there, I think I've been looking around, see who's free agents and whatever. And but he seems to be the model of the Friedkin group, and also Davy Moyes and his team who are like choosing and picking their players seems to be go for youth, doesn't he? So they've got a
Yeah.
long term project. And that Norwich lad, I've got a little, his name just escapes me, but
Oh, the right
he's
back.
he's he's a right back there, yeah.
Yeah.
So if say he was on the right and then Anzo on the left, because Michalenko's injured, that'd be. I mean, because let's face it, yeah, yeah, they all seem to be 19 years old, don't they? I mean,
Yeah. I
we've
mean,
got 19-year-old players, and we seem to farm them out.
that's what we've wanted, though, isn't it? We've needed to get the average age of the squad down, and
50.
yeah. But also you got to have the balance, haven't you? Obviously, Jack Grealish coming in at 30. Taki's
20,
there.
29.
He'll be 30, we think, before the season kicks off. But you've got obviously Taki there, who's the old head.
Is he
He's the
33?
leader. And Seamus, obviously, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mark saying there he reckons the end of September.
Well, do you know what, mate? It's Everton, isn't it? You have your main guys, uh, I'm going to have to put my glasses on there and read that from Peter. What's he saying there?
He says he thinks that we'll get two right wingers. Not so sure about a right back though. Feel unfortunately he's going to put O'Brien there as a makeshift again. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Peter. And unfortunately, the liability that is Michael Keane, we're probably going to be seeing him for at least 3-4 weeks. Well,
What's your thoughts? All you beautiful people out there watching the two Al Fogies talking about Everton, what's your thoughts on Michael Keane at centre half with Tarkowski? I mean, has Tark's lost a little pace? Do you think he might have lost a little yard or two with his injury, with him just coming back and the pre-season he
no.
didn't?
Let's be honest, right? Apart from that injury, he played every game last season and the season before. So it's not like he's not like he's an injury prone player. I think he didn't have that greater pace anyway, but he seemed to read the game very well, didn't he? So
He's like me and you, mate, innit? We read the situation well, don't we? So you can adapt accordingly.
yeah.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
So Mark's saying we need a right winger at right wing, not a left winger.
Yeah, they've we've been linked with we've been linked with loads. It's all about the journalists keeping the stories going, isn't it? I mean, I've got to
That kid
say,
at Leicester looks good. That young kid at Leicester looks amazing. To be fair, that fatter woo something.
well, yeah, but he's just come back, hasn't he? After his cruciate, yeah, he was out
Yeah,
for a lot of.
a bad knee injury. Yeah, but so did Ruud van Nostril boy as well. Remember, and look what he
Yeah,
did for Man United.
yeah, yeah. I did I did a little Google on him and looked at some of the videos, and when you say fast, it's like, well, straight away when I was looking at him, he just reminded me A of Davy Thomas in the old days, if someone can remember him, but then also Kanchelskis, because
Yeah,
it was just like, and you know what? You know, it's like if you go to the theatre or you go to pictures or you go to a show, you go to be entertained, don't you? I think
yeah.
it's fair to say that, bless them, the Everton fans of Goodison for the last, I can't say how many years, they've not been entertained.
But the
So
thing
that's
is
what it
now,
is.
yeah, the thing is now for years and years, probably since Arteta left, we haven't had a playmaker in the centre of midfield, and now we've got two.
What
We've
year was
got
that, mate? Was that 2014 when he went, was it?
oh, I can't even remember that far back. I've had a
If,
fucking
if
sleep
there's
since then, Rob.
any people on there, just ping it up. What year did Arteta leave us? I'm saying 214, but you know what? Could have been before that.
You're a bit
Time
crackly
goes.
there, Rob.
Is, is that better?
Yeah,
We're going to have to pay for that, lads. What worries me is TFG looking to buy Bailey from Villa for Roma. We're desperate. What do you think about that John McGinn? Do you keep, is he an Everton type player? I know people are going, we don't want to be wasting money on it, but um, sometimes you've got to have a little bit of experience there, haven't you?
yeah. I
What's your
mean,
thought?
his leadership is up there, but I think we've already got good leaders at Everton. Seamus is probably one of the best. Taki's a good leader. Grealish is going to come in. He's probably going to be a leader. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think that we're going to need another leader.
Just talking about Grealish, does he? I know you're supposed to. Does he wear shin pads? Because he always plays
Everyone
like
has
a
to.
son. They have to, don't they?
Yeah, but the thing is now, they're all the size of post stamps, aren't they? That's the thing.
Which is no good when you're getting wrapped
No,
on your shin by some studs.
no. But then, do you reckon that there's a deal to be done for this Tyler Diblin? Now, what's your thoughts on that, Rob? Because personally, myself, I think they're asking a lot of money. You know what I mean? And I watched Talksport the other day. I think it was yesterday, and they saying now I can't remember who it was now. Saying now and said that they want 45 million for Tyler Diblin, and they want this, that, and the other for this Suarez or for Fernandez. That was it. 40 odd million for this Fernandez. He says they they finished on 12 points last season. So how are they commanding them kinds of figures for them players? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think when Southampton, one of the clubs that were unhappy that Everton stayed in the Premiership over the PSR debacle. There was Burnley, wasn't it? There was Leicester, and I'm sure it was Southampton as well. It's kind of like, so we've come in for one of their supposed stars who's only 19. What I'm going to say to that one is, if he's worth say 50 million, and we're probably going to loan out Harrison Armstrong again. I know he plays in a different position, but you like to see your Southamptons who can produce these players time and time again, and we kind of, if we sell one of ours, we kind of sell him for like 7, 5 to 8 million pounds. Is Harrison Armstrong going to go out again, or is he good enough for him to fit in the model of being a player in our team? Because I'd like to see, that's what I would like to see. Because I'm looking at your 50 million with Southampton, and it's like they're trying to have our pants down. To be perfectly honest with you, because I don't know that much about him, but 50 million for a kid is like, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I mean, th- you're paying that money for the potential, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? And now he could come into the Premier League and absolutely tear it up. And from the interview we've seen with that Russell Martin, who was obviously there as manager when he was there, he said he's got everything that you'd ever want in a midfielder. He's got left foot, right foot, strong. But ultimately, players can get found out in the Premier League, Rob.
Yeah, because his value at the end of last season, they valued him at 35. So what I'm saying now is, because Everton have come in for him, and it's like they're taking the PI double S. But then, having said that, when United and all the other teams were coming in for Brandweight, we were saying, well, we want 120 million.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the difference being it with Branthwaite is he's now played in the Premier League for 3-4 years or something, and he's becoming England international. Okay, he hasn't been picked recently, but it won't be long before, if he can keep his injuries under control, it won't be long before he's a regular starter for England. That's
Yeah,
guaranteed. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, when we was banding around 120 million for him, it was because of the performances he was putting in on the pitch for Everton. Do you know what I mean? This Tyler Diblin, I don't know whether you can say the same thing for him. I haven't seen enough of him to turn around and
no.
have an opinion on the kid. Do you know what I
What
mean?
what do our viewers think on the Tyler Dibbling thing as well? Because Wes and I are having a little chat about it there now. What's your thoughts on that? Because we're genuinely interested in like what you think as well. Is it just us that are saying I'm sitting on the fence on it? Moisey seems to be, and his team seems to be going hammer and tongs to try and get him. So that I'm sure he'll come, mate. And I wouldn't be surprised if he comes with for 40 million plus the add-ons.
Yeah, I mean, I think that
Depends on-
they're asking a lot of money for him, and it's all just based on potential, really. Um, you could go if the money's right for that kid at Leicester. You know what I mean?
How
I
much are we
mean,
talking about, mate?
I
With
don't know.
well,
Personally, I
I've
think
not seen the price on it.
possibly with his ACL injury that he's coming back from, I think that the price obviously going to be lowered because of that.
So would you buy
So
him
you probably
outright on the ACL, just coming back on an ACL, or would you have him for 12 months to see how it goes with an option to buy?
um, you then taking away one of your loan positions, aren't you? So you might be able to get somebody in that's, I don't know, more sort of Premier League sort of ready than him, because
True,
obviously he
but
was at a,
we're buying something when he's had that mega injury, and you know what our record's like with injuries of and so-called individuals who come to us. It's fucking seems nothing seems to have happened. Let's just have a little chat about. Did you see this Simon Jordan interview yesterday over
With
Grealish.
oh yeah, you know what? I don't turn around and pay much attention to what that clown has to say.
No, but it's interesting, isn't it? And do you know why I think it is? I think because he's come to the Blues. I think if he goes to Tottenham or if he goes to Newcastle or one of these supposed top six to get looked after by the PGMOL and the FA and whatever, it would have been what a cracking signing. But like you've got your Paul Masons and others like Jordan going, nah, I don't see it as a good fit, and then continues to start slagging Moisey off.
Yeah. I say I don't really pay much attention to what Simon Jordan has to say because most of it's absolute fucking gibberish, to be perfectly honest. The man is the most highly opinionated man. And yeah, he's a successful businessman, but at the same time he failed at Palace. Do you know what I mean? He had to sell the club for £1, I think it was, wasn't it?
Big time. Mate, what's that? It's just a little icon come up with £5 there. What's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to click on it, and I don't know who sent it, but whoever it is, thank you very much. That Ryan might be able to get a coke out of that.
I wasn't sure if that was the bidding to sign you or me.
I think that's going towards Tyler Diblin.
So the Grealish one, it does give me a little buzz. It does give me a little buzz. I mean, when you watch him being interviewed, he genuinely just seems like a nice lad, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody said. I remember I watched a video of him. I think it was the Champions League final, and obviously they just won, and there was a kid there that had sight problems, whether they were blind, I don't know. And he was the only one out of all the players stopped and talked to that kid. And he was getting ushered along by the UEFA officials or whatever. And he was like, "No, I'm talking to this kid." You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I saw that and I just thought, yeah, do you know what? Your mum and dad have done a good job there, son, because you've kind of just got something about you. And the Brummie accent, it's kind of like when I was listening to him today, I spoke to my agent, right, and I just said, make it happen if it can happen, because I want to come to the Blues. I spoke with Mosey I just want to play for Everton. And
Look at that, Jack. When did you get on the stream there, Jack? Fucking
it's
hell,
it's
son.
ever so lovely. It's ever so lovely at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. It's ever so lovely. Yeah, so
But
made up.
I mean, says give everyone a little lift, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
there's still work to be done. Still a lot
absolutely.
of work to be done.
Yeah, I said on a little stream the other day that I do with it's an Everton stream where people talk about the Blues, and I said I made up KD8 last week, Grealish this week. Who's next? Because there's more coming.
Let's hope so. And
There's more coming. There's more coming.
and do you know what? There's been a lot of mention about a certain former striker of ours going to our first opponents on Monday, and the people are like wishing them well and all this, that, and the other. And I can't get behind it, Rob. I just think fuck off, trying to hold the club to ransom,
Oh, here we go. Where's the Tourette's coming out?
and it's what it
Right.
is.
From 21-22 to when the season finished, he had 529 days off.
That's nearly as much as me.
529 days off. Do you know what? When these ex-players come up against their old team, it's normally one in the back of the net, isn't it? The statistics are really high for the old players coming back to haunt their old teams.
I don't give a shit because you know what? That Leeds team still not good enough to stay in the Premier League. Nowhere near good enough to stay in the Premier League, and they'll end up going down with them.
DCL and Bamford.
Well, they kept hold of Bamford, haven't they? After telling them that he was no longer required, and he's another crock, isn't he?
I think essentially worse if you could get worse than DCL. So what was he? Just while we're on the subject, mate, was he badly advised by his agents there and trying to take the PI double S out of Everton to get another big contract for another 50k, 150 from 100?
I really don't know. Like, I know he's sacked his agents off when he's been doing his dealings himself, and you can 100% guarantee, right? He hasn't gone to Leeds for more than 100 grand a week. He's probably gone to Leeds. He's about to have to eat humble pie, and he's gone there cap in hand, and he's probably getting about 70, 80 grand a week, which is still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but
It's not a lot of money, that. Not in our
well,
world, mate.
well, I know you live on the Wirral and all that, but I'm from Breck Road, Rob.
Yeah, plus that'll be X amount for a goal and X amount for appearances and whatever to try and get his little slush fund up, won't it?
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is, from what I was told, one of the reasons that he left Everton is because his missus wants to pursue a modelling career, and she wants him to move to a bigger club, whether that be in Manchester or London based, but I don't know. And now he's found himself in fucking Leeds. So there's not much modelling going on there, is it? You know what I mean?
Do you know what? We say it as it is. I'll follow Everton. If you've never subscribed, make sure you do because there's going to be more fun and games coming through the season. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes the old Robster and the Wez there definitely say it as it is, don't we, mate? Yeah,
100%,
no, I think
mate.
maybe maybe he thought the Saudi Pro League was going to come in after him. We as a footballer, as an individual, probably a nice lad, isn't he?
No,
Are we
he
bitter in
probably is.
Switzerland?
He
Are we
probably
bitter in
is.
Switzerland? It didn't work out for us. It's just unfortunately, along with quite a lot of other signings, it just didn't work out. And you
The
know what,
only
mate?
godsend,
I hope you stay fit.
the only godsend really for us is that it didn't cost us much in regards to a transfer fee. I think it was like 1.5 million or something, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Got the,
So we didn't
got
lose
the
out a lot of money in that respect. But the amount of wages we paid him over the 9 years that he was there for the goal return was shocking. 64 or 67 goals in 9 years. What kind of record's that? You know
Mate,
what I mean?
well, we're on the subject of goals and appearances and whatever. I did a little recce today on Grealish. Villa and City, 370 appearances, 49 goals, 66 assists. So we'll just stay on Grealish just for a sec before we move on to Barry and KDH. He's spot on with his assists, isn't he? He
Yeah.
does make things, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's up there with some of the best that there's been in the Premier League for assist wise. You know what I mean? Probably up there, with the likes of Salah and De Bruyne and all that. When he was probably at Villa, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you say, he didn't really get a crack at the whip at City, did he? So
Just a breakdown on that one, mate, because I give you the total games: 213 appearances of Villa, 32 goals, 43 assists, and at City, 157 appearances, 17 goals, 23 assists. So obviously, almost double his assists at Villa in less than more than half
yeah,
the games, if you know what I mean on that one. So he certainly does make things happen,
yeah.
and don't he's going to have a little bit more freedom, as opposed to let's face it, Man City last year. It wasn't just Grealish that didn't work. It just didn't work for them full stop last year, did it? So you
No, well,
can't just blame.
they lost the key man in Rodri, didn't they? Like,
Yeah,
they're going to be a different animal of this season. You know what I mean? They are going to be a different animal this season, 1,000,000%. Whether they strengthened enough to have a shot at the title is a different ball game, because everybody's strengthening. Chelsea obviously won the Club World Cup, which was no mean feat considering the amount of games they had to play. But maybe that might be an hindrance to them in the league. You know what I mean? But then they've got about fucking 49 million players anyway.
and two hotels. Any
Yeah.
more comments? Any more comments there, mate?
I can't even see them, Rob.
Oh,
I
okay.
cannot see
Apologies.
them.
We're kind of we're open to find our way through. On your icon picture, I can see comments on the right hand side, but the writing is so small. Even if I put my glasses on, I can't see them. I've got the iPad here as well in front of me, and it's very difficult to see the comments. Something we need to work on, mate, isn't it? So I do apologise that we're not putting your. Let me just turn that down a little bit. I do apologise that we can't put your comments up, but I won't say we're technophobes, but there's definitely a system running here that's changed from when we last used to do it quite regular. So it's
Yeah,
something we'll have a little.
we're not ignoring you. I mean,
We love
like
you.
I say, I can't see the comments myself because I'm just on my phone and the time,
And
like
it's
I
not,
say,
trust me, it's not a case of having to go to Specsavers. I'd literally have to come up to the
you know,
screen like that. I can't see it.
I can't see a thing.
So here you go. Grealish, still the same subject. Who's he going to be putting them through balls to? Sienna Barry or Beto?
um, from what I'm reading about Ciano Barry, is he's a very similar player to Beto. You know, he's a bit of a handful. He's got better ball control than Beto, which is not difficult. I think our dog's got better ball control than fucking Beto. Well,
Don't you rate him, mate?
our dog, yeah, fucking hell, you should see him. Got fucking both feet.
Don't you rate Beto? No.
Yeah, I do. I've always rated Beto. Like when people were sort of dissing him, I always said there was a player in him, and
He did.
he scored a few goals last season. But now he's got to show more this season. Like he's got the composure in front of goal. We all know that. Do you know what I mean? Once he gets between,
He's got that famous number 9 jersey.
yeah, you know he's got once once he's one on one the goal. 99.9% of the time it's in the back of the net, which is we can't really say that about Calvert-Lewin, but um, they were kind of different players, weren't they?
Yeah. So I've not really seen the young lad Barry. 35 appearances, 11 goals, 4 assists. So that's like almost 1 in 2. Um, different. We all know it's difference in the Premier League. Big lad, isn't he?
Yeah. But this kid, this Ukrainian kid, 6'2", um, at Roma.
They're not small
Chance?
over there, mate. They don't build them
What?
small over.
No. I've just been on holiday actually. Just going off the subject a bit. Just been on holiday to a place in Cyprus, and all the fucking bar staff there were all young Ukrainian fellas, and I was like, "What are you doing over here?" And they were like, "We have to work." It was like, "You fucking big shit houses, get over there and fucking fight for your country." Fucking shit bags instead of serving me pints. Shit bags.
Oh, yeah, we're getting into it. Let's just maybe touch on politics. We touch on everything on this show, by
No,
the way.
that's enough of politics.
Yeah, Wes will be
Well,
telling you what fucking sun lotion he wears in a minute.
fucking spends a fortune and still got fucking burned to death. I managed to get sunburns and peel in a week. How is that even possible?
Lovely. So listen, friends, we've not spoken about KDH yet, have we? Because you were
No,
sort of you mentioned before when we were having our little chat before we went live on air that you thought possibly it was a bit expensive. Go on.
yeah. I just thought for the fact that he's been a fringe player at Chelsea, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I think it was 3 years left on his contract or something there. But it shows that he wants to play. That he's moved from Chelsea. He probably knew he wasn't going to get a regular berth at their squad, seeing as they've got fucking 45 billion fucking players. But yeah, I mean, I haven't obviously never seen. I was away, so I didn't see the friendly against Roma. But from what I believe, he got a standing ovation coming off the pitch, and his stats Leicester in the Championship were unbelievable by all accounts. So we, like I said before, we've gone from having no playmakers since fucking Arteta was there to now having two. So
on his stats, mate, for Leicester, 83 appearances, 15 goals, and 20 assists.
yeah, that's amazing. But it's Championship level. Championship level, Rob. Don't get me wrong. But hopefully, you know, when he did come on for Chelsea, he did provide. I think he scored. I think it was 5 goals and 3 assists or something for Chelsea, something mad like that.
Yeah, 5 and 4 it was. Yeah, just on my little stats that I did today. So again, he's very creative, isn't he? I mean, we've got Alcaraz there, haven't we? Who I was really impressed with him at the back end of the season there. I thought his work ethic was absolutely fantastic. And some of them through balls that he was putting through was like, oh, that's fantastic. So we've got that again, haven't we? We've kind of got some, it's work in progress. We know this, but we've got some other players coming. But what I'm looking at so far gives me a little bit of a lift I don't see it in the bottom 5, 6, 7. You know what I mean? I don't
No,
see it struggling.
no, definitely not this season. Though the pre-season's been fucking horrendous, to be perfectly honest.
You know what?
And you can say it's about fitness and this, that, and the other, but also wins breed confidence. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they do, but I, that's gone now. It's like that ship sailed, hasn't it? Oh, and we didn't score many goals, but at the end of the day, it's like it's in the past. The
It
Leeds
is.
game on the Leeds game on Monday is like, have it. You know what I mean? There we are, making a statement. I still reckon we'll have another 2 players by Monday.
Do you think
So
so?
if we don't, when we're doing the pre-match, you can slag me off if you want. But I'm saying another 2 signings by Monday.
Have you got inside info?
Yeah, I have actually. I know quite a few players who want to sign. I'm going to give them a little phone call to that. I said, that's great over here. It's really lovely. No, I just think we had we were all a little bit frustrated, mate, weren't we? Because you and I keep in touch on a regular basis, and we didn't really have anyone, did we? And then all of a sudden, uh, and when I say we didn't really have anyone, Moisey was very, very articulate and very frank, wasn't he, when he was over in the US? And he was, we don't know who's been saying no. Well, the first one was the Ipswich lad, the one who went to Chelsea. He's going to sit and warm the bench.
Oh,
Delap.
where Delap?
Would they have been a good? I know it's hindsight. Would they have been a good signing for us?
I think what you're getting with Delap is he's just a constant fucking nuisance. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't think he's gonna score like 20 goals a season. I might be wrong. You know what I mean? Um, he might not even play fucking 20 games a season to score 20 goals, but um, he'll be another one of these players, a bit like Dewsbury Hall, who probably ends up getting sold in a season or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they can't shoehorn them into their team.
Yeah. I mean, they've got enough players, haven't they? They literally could have a Chelsea A and a Chelsea B in the Premiership, couldn't they?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
How many
it's
points?
shocking,
How many
really. The
points?
amount.
How many points did they get, Doc, mate, with the PSR?
Well, they haven't, have they? I mean,
One.
look at what's
Because it's
naming.
part of the project, isn't it, mate? It's part of the global sell of the brand. So the barley auntie.
Yeah, but they'll what's naming next season when all these rules change. They'll have to offload a load of players because they can't afford to keep them on the wage bill because all of them rules are changing in regards to how much you're allowed to pay your players. You know what I mean? So all the half of their squads probably ends up going to getting legged after next season or the season after. You know what I mean?
Because they were signing players on an 8-year contract, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much that. It's how much they're paying them each week. See what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not paying them buttons, are they?
Mate, we haven't mentioned other new lads. Anzo. Is it
As
Anzu
as
or
no
Anzu?
as no as no. Yeah,
Not
like I
Anzo.
say, I didn't see the Roma games, so I can't really comment on them because I haven't seen them. I
Another
know he's
young guy.
quick.
Yeah, that's what we want. Because we haven't had since Bainesy was flying down from his defensive position. We haven't really seen that for a while, have we?
No,
Flying down.
we wasn't getting it from we weren't getting it from Mikalenko, was we? So, um, but from by all accounts, a lot of people are saying good things about him from when he was at Bayern. But once again, it's with the money's right, isn't it? When teams are prepared to let 19-year-olds go, there'll probably be a sell-on clause there as well, won't they? This is the thing that Southampton wanted a 25% sell-on clause after you
Not
want
happening.
50 million for him. Like, fuck off. You know what I
No,
mean?
we don't allow people taking piss out of us Blues. It's not happening.
Not anymore. Mashiri's left now. He's gone. You know what I mean?
Patterson injured again, mate.
Yeah. I don't think he'd have been getting started regular anyway. I don't think he's got any faith in him. Yeah, he played pre-season, but that was probably because
Didn't have
either
anyone else.
Seamus hasn't got the legs no more. I think
Yeah,
we'll probably see Seamus first game of the season. I think he'll probably lead the team out. And
and play against Leeds.
no, at the new ground. I can't
Oh,
call it
sorry.
the fucking Hill Dickinson. I'm sorry, can't call it the Hill Dickinson.
But you know what, mate? They stumped up the money, didn't they? 100 million over a couple of years. They've
Yeah,
stumped
but
up the
it's a
money.
fucking too much of a mouthful for me, mate. Fucking Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Because you put the money in. You know, like these players who've been turning us down and saying, not asked, not interested in you. And then you get Kieran's used beyond, you get Grealish, and you get your Asnu, and you get your Thierry Barry. Hill Dickinson are in there with me because they put the money where the mouth is. So there you go.
No, Rob. That's because you live over the water. That's wool behaviour.
Who did you want? Did you want it to be the Emirates or something?
No, I just didn't want to fucking, like a stadium that I have to fucking think about. I'll just keep calling it Bramley Moor, like probably most Blues. Bramley Moor.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure it'll come. I'm sure it'll come. They're well, there's two scousers who have done well for themselves, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. Been around
Oh,
longer than Everton Football Club, that's for sure.
they must be Evertonians because I don't think they'd have done it if they supported anyone else.
No, I think they
Well
are
done.
Evertonians. And they've been around for like 200 years or something, haven't
Yeah, like you and I, mate.
they?
Are we going to get to the new stadium? Do you think? What do you think?
I think at
I've
some
seen it.
point,
I've been inside and I have seen it, but would you think you'd go on a match day? Do you think we'll get there?
I
And it's
think
going to
at
be a
some
bit
point,
difficult if we're doing free match.
well, apparently the Wi-Fi in there is sound, so to be able to fucking do a stream from in there.
What do you think about that? All you watchers there, would you tune in to the 2 hour gets doing a live stream at the Hill Dickinson Stadium?
The fuck
Would you
off with
watch it?
Jill Dickinson. HD, how's that? HD Stadium.
HD, that's a bit cool. It's cool. So, mate, before you put a few comments up, did you
Yeah,
just click on it randomly, or
no, they were there, and now I've got a live and a start and in front of them, and for some reason or another, I can't see the comments.
so all these people are watching and they're sending all their stuff in, aren't they? But we
Yeah,
can't see. And
all the layouts,
again,
all the layouts changed since we last done it. Or
so
last.
what you're saying is Ryan's layout shite. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's not. It's not him, is it? It's the fucking platform that he's streaming on.
Stream yard.
Every
Shite.
time I put my fucking fat fingers on my screen, I click on something and I click the comments off, all the comments off, so people can see the comments that people is thingy on that are putting up. Apart from the people that need to fucking see them, and that's us.
Oh, so everyone else can see them apart from me and you.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But
Oh
we
well, it's
can't
all a
see
laugh.
them.
It's all a laugh.
Look,
It's a test. Has
like
it been live? Have we been live for coming up to 46 minutes?
we
Like
are,
two old fellas that sit there with their Everton socks on a Wednesday night. How have we spoke for that length of time?
because we are good at fucking filling in time and chatting absolute wham.
We should call ourselves the full of shite twins.
The full of shite brothers, fucking filling Grant Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
What,
Yeah.
bruv?
So yeah, we will be with you live. It's a quarter to eight kickoff on Monday evening, so we will be going live an hour before kickoff. Is that right, mate? As soon
Yeah,
as
team news.
it's announced, and that's going to be an exciting time because I'm still saying there's going to be now whether they play, I don't know, but there's going to be signings between now and Monday.
I don't think. I don't think we're going to see our ex striker on Monday because he's had no pre-season. He's probably
Going to get
fucking
some.
45 stone now.
There was, I mean, there was a photograph doing the rounds today, wasn't it? Bless him in a Leeds kit, but he's got to pass. He's got to pass his medical, and he now you'd pass it, wouldn't you, with hamstring? He's had a few hamstring injuries, so they'll be able to see the extent of the damage on the hamstrings there, and also he hasn't had no cruciate stuff, has he? Has it just been
No.
just thigh strains and calf strains and all that? Because that's a lot
Yeah.
of days, mate. 529 days to be injured.
Yeah, I think there was a particularly bad one where he broke his heel on his Louis Vuittons.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
It's a nasty,
well,
it's a nasty Achilles injury that could
I'm
be.
sure people are going to have a little chuckle at that one, but whether he plays or whether he doesn't, he's not in our makeup anymore, is he? He's
No, like I say,
part of,
I don't,
part of the
I,
opposition.
I don't wish the lad injuries at all, right? But I think I don't wish him well because I think he tried to hold the club to ransom and thought he like the
Did
Corey.
he? We don't
Yeah,
know,
of
do
course
we?
he did. Of
Did he,
course he
or
did.
was it? Was it his agent? This is where he wasn't I having a Barney here going.
No, no, it wasn't. It,
No, it was
it
his
wasn't
agent.
his agents
No, it
because
was.
at the end
It
of the
was.
day, the agent, he's always sitting in under the negotiations. Players always sit in with their agents on negotiations. You know what I mean? And the agents
No,
then
no, mate.
talk for them on
I
behalf.
didn't. When I played, mate, I just let the agent do it. I didn't. I
Listen,
wasn't there.
you got a fucking your agent got you a bag of Haribo fucking Tang Fastics and the Kit Kat.
Yeah, but it was the family band, so shut it.
You dipped out there because you should have got the Star Mix. The Star Mix are way better than the Tang
Yeah,
Fastics.
but they weren't invented.
But no, at the same time, right? He was meant to have gone to Leeds and asked for 150 grand. Do you know what I mean? He wanted
Yeah.
150 grand at Everton. Went to Leeds as a free agent, thinking that because he's a free agent, he's going to get 150 grand. And he got leg down the road. He's gone back a day, cap in hand, and gone, all right, I'll take 80 grand a week then, because I haven't got a club. Even, you know how, like, bad your injury record is when even the Saudis haven't come in for you. Do you know what I mean?
They're picking anyone up, aren't they?
Anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even Decore's gone there to
E-
fucking
even 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 Nunez.
Nunez. Nunez.
Yeah. So, mate, anything else you want to talk about, or shall we call it a day until Monday evening? We're currently on. Hey, we've just hit the 122,000 from around the globe and the UK on that one. We've been going 50 minutes, and I think I think we've covered everything, haven't we, mate?
Hang on, I've got a comment here from fucking Aldi Jaftar
Oh,
from
is this one you can see? Is it?
yeah, Aldi Jaftar from
Aldi Jafka.
yeah, from hang on, FC Don the Kebab. He said we didn't want fucking DCL shite. Point proven.
But you know what? It brings a smile to your face, doesn't it? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hopeful. I'm going for a seventh position, mate.
You're looking for
We're
the
not even
European
pretty
spot
much.
there, Robster.
I'm going on the seventh. I'm going for the seventh position. I think we don't know who we're getting, but we're going to be getting a few more signs, and I think um, all them other so-called big teams are going to be playing bang, bang, bang in Europe, aren't we? I think we'll have a nice little comfortable season. I'm going for the seventh position. Sticking my neck out there, but hey,
Listen, I'm
you do
loving
it
the
anyway.
optimism, the Robster. I'm not
Absolutely.
as optimistic as you. I'm probably thinking
He's going 17.
ninth or tenth, and I'll settle for that.
Yeah,
Progress. You know what I mean?
absolutely. Yeah,
Progress, and then Moisey can take us into the Champions League that season before his contract finishes.
yeah, yeah. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, friends, I'm just gonna get on there now.
Make sure
And
you press the right one this time.
well, do you want to press it?
I don't know. I might press it and get all the fucking comments up with my fucking fat fingers.
Yeah, it's just that one with Chad on again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's called an outro instead of an intro. All
Outro.
right, listen, we love you all. Thanks for tuning in to Wes and the Robster, and we will be with you at 7:15 on Monday evening for Leeds United
Quarter to
versus.
7. We won't get the team used till 7.
Well, 6:15, quarter 8 kickoff, so it's got to be
Oh, is it?
it's an hour. Yeah, I
Is it
think so.
quarter to 8? You
I
sure?
think so. No,
All
no, I'm
right.
not sure. But if it's 8 o'clock kickoff, we'll see you at 7. Love you all. Bye bye.
Adios.